I was joking about the murder thing. We get along away with it all the time. Today we vlog day 1116.
Good morning. The construction noises have significantly reduced over the course of, may have spoken too soon. Anyways, this morning, I'm gonna dive back into it, head straight to work, sit down, and write. While the writing is good. I think the writing is good. I had some weird dreams last night. I didn't sleep super well. Also, my neighbor woke me up. It was gross. But this afternoon, it's looking like it's supposed to rain today, supposedly. So I thought one of the indoor activities that we could do would be to go to a little place called Merlin. It's kind of like the French version of Home Depot, but I want to get some lights maybe, and some plants maybe, and maybe just wander around and see what inspires me. That's a lot of maybes. I also want to go back to the lighting bazaar, but I don't know if they're closed for August or not, so we could walk over there and check that out. So those could be the two things we do this afternoon once we have enough energy saved up, or hopefully haven't just burned through all of it in writing. This is the world we live in now. Anywho, let's get going. What you doing? Hey. That was good. Alright, I got some writing done, which is good. Not a ton, a lot of it was review. It's kind of hard to know too, like, the difference between writing fiction and reality is that I feel like with fiction, I don't know. I feel like I gotta figure out a couple, most of this is good, but there are parts of it that definitely, I gotta figure some stuff out. I'm learning as I go. But it's been good, a little bit of progress. I have been caffeinated and managed to sit down and work for a little bit. Not quite as long as I would like, but I do want to get over to Leroy Merlin. And I have a friend in town who I totally forgot was coming into town with a friend of hers, and so I'll probably see them later. I'm not really sure what's going on, but let's start by going and seeing, at the very least, I want to make sure I get some power strips, like some, not extension cords necessarily, but power strips with long cords, so we can run electricity around and get some lights going, and just kind of see what I stumble into at the Leroy Merlin. Maybe I'll find something that I like there, maybe buy a light or two, instead of going straight to the light store, because if I go straight to the light store, I have no idea what's gonna happen. There's a level of like sheer joy, I'm sure, that will erupt, and then there's a level of distractedness where I probably will just collapse into a, puddle of indecisiveness. So if we start with the practical side first, and then we figure it out from there a little bit more slowly, that'll be good. I also have plans, like for this big wall. There's some art that you might remember. If you've gone back and you've seen my vlog from a long time ago, you may have seen some of the artwork from Into the Nanton that was on the wall at the coffee shop that I used to go to in Spokane all the time called Coeur, which is French for heart, so there you go. Kind of have some ideas of doing something similar here, especially as we're hoping to get into the fiction stuff again here soon. So I'm gonna look into printing, like recreating some of that. I was hoping that I could get like my sister or someone to bring some of that over from the States, but shipping it is super expensive, especially the larger pieces. They probably need to stay stateside, which stinks, because that means they're just sitting around not doing anything or going anywhere. Anywho, you can see there's a lot of thought, there's a lot of processing going on, and I am wiped. So rather than stand here, let's start walking. One of the risks to doing this right now, besides, having to wander through construction mania, I don't even know what they're doing out here. I feel like they're like starting the process of actually turning this into a park and removing the roundabout. Are they really removing the roundabout from Bastille? That would be amazing. More pedestrian-friendly areas. I like that. Is that the weather is actually trying to turn. Yesterday it was really stormy in a windy sense, but today, theoretically, it's actually gonna rain here soon, and I don't have a rain jacket, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I make it dry, and that's it, actually, just hopefully I make it dry. I'm sure I'll be happy. see how this goes. I just kind of want to wander through, see what sparks my imagination, and hopefully it doesn't actually spark, because I want to get some, power cables. Aside from that, let's see what we find. And it's cool because this is under the chemin de fer. So like, after I'm done, if I feel like it, I could walk through the forest instead of walking along the street. So much delicious light. I was ready to buy some lights. I even brought a little bit of money with me, just in case. I bought some lights. Couldn't resist, I can't wait. I just want more light in the room. Lots of light. Light will be good, right? Check it out. I'm making sure there are no Space Invaders over here before I start heading back. The rain is starting now too, and I've got like 25 minutes of walking to do. But I gotta get this Space Invader. And then, oh boy, wait for the metro, I guess. Let's put this together. It's too big. It's okay, maybe it'll fit in the other one. How does that look? It's a good start. I want to take some time to, really draw out the more permanent elements, the art, like some of the things that are going to really require some spacing, but I just can't help myself on the light side. I feel like I just need a lot of light. Like, it doesn't matter how cluttered it gets almost with lights in the background, like you can almost never have too many lights. So I just want to start slowly adding to that collection. Whether they're in the background or illuminating my face, whatever it is, I feel like they're going to add a lot to the space. And yeah, I mean, we'll figure this out. Obviously, I bought one that was the wrong size for both boxes just by like that much. So I'm gonna have to find another way of like hanging it or whatever. But that's kind of the fun of it. I want to just kind of keep adding more and not worry about returning any, because it's like, well, let's just add more light. Let's just keep adding more. That's the mentality, at least. That's kind of the idea. I'm gonna sit down and get back to work. I have a little bit more I need to do before I go run into those friends that are in town or grab dinner with them. So I'm gonna leave you here. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for, who knows what happens here in Paris tomorrow. I feel like I have plans. I'll have to wait and see, I suppose. See you tomorrow for that.